Pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans.
So, Assalamualaikum and Ramadan Kareem everyone. Alhamdulillah, all praise be to Allah for giving us another opportunity to meet again in this blessed month of Ramadan. So, welcome back to our podcast, a safe and meaningful space that we can talk about real life, about share experience, share knowledge, talk about a real issue, and grow together as students and as individuals. So I am Afif, as you know, and I am truly grateful that you here with me today. So whether you're listening this while you driving to your workplace, or during a quiet moment after Tarawih, or while waiting for sahur, or even iftar, I just want to say thank you so much for choosing to spend time with us and stay with us with this podcast session. So before we begin, this episode is proudly sponsored by 100 Plus. So during Ramadan, our bodies go through a lot, like long hours of fasting, changes in sleep schedule, and daily responsibility that don't slow down. And it is really important to stay hydrated and energized during sahur and iftar, so we can do a lot of work. So remember, if you guys want to get this 100 Plus, you guys can go to your nearest supermarket from your house. So again, a big shout out and thank you so much 100 Plus for sponsoring our video today. So and if you missed our previous video, you guys can watch it and check it out on my previous channel, or on my previous video at my channel YouTube. And we've been receiving so much support from you guys, like such as comment, your shares, your feedbacks, and all of that was giving us a lot of motivation to keep recreating content that matters. So thank you for being part of this community. So now, today we're discussing something very real, that's something that affects so many students, but it's not always openly, lightly talked about. You know what? Mental health issue among students. So, with me today, I invited two special guests from two different places that will share to us about their experience, their knowledge about today's topic, mental health among students. So, the first one, Sophia, student from well-known university, National University of Malaysia. And the second one, Sakina right there, known as SPM candidate. So, hi guys. So thank you for joining us to our podcast today. And thank you for accepting my invitation to share about today's topic, mental health issue among students. So right now, can you guys introduce yourself?
Can I start? So, hi guys, I am Nur Nadira Adni Sofia. Before that, I want to say grateful for your invite me, because I always watching your podcast video, and I love the content that you are share. So, okay, before that, my name is Nur Nadira Adni Sofia binti Azhan, and I am from National University of Malaysia, and I am a third year student literatures. And yeah, based on our topic today, independent life and academic pressure is a part of my life. So, how about you?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Nur Sakina binti Nordin. I'm student from SMK Sultan Ismail, and I'm currently taking SPM. So even though it's challenging, I'm trying myself to stay focused and do well to get straight A SPM. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sakina and Sophia. So, are you guys ready for talk about today's topic? Okay. So, when we say about mental health issue, people often say that student life is the best phase of your life because people always thought that when we on our student life, we get a new friends, a new experience, and we will experience how to handle ourselves, to be independent, how to learn how to be a good people and good person and chasing our dreams. But the reality is behind the smile in class or the curated social media posts and even academic achievements, many students are really struggling with their life. So let's talk about the numbers first, because this is not just one or two students that feeling stressed or overwhelming, but these are the real data that I get that show how big the issue was. So the first one I get, the data is from Sina Harian. A study in Malaysia found that when screening students for emotional and psychological well-being, only about 33% of students were within the normal range for mental health, meaning around 66%, had some level of symptoms like anxiety, stress, or depression. That means 2 out of every 3 students could be experiencing mental health struggles, from mild symptom to more serious issue. So, not only that, I also get the statistic or data from a university student that also have a same feeling or same pressure. So, research shown that around 60.5% university student reported symptoms of anxiety. Second, 45.6% reported symptom of depression, and lastly about 40% felt stress. So this number suggests that more than half of students in university setting are battling with mental health symptoms. So that which can impact their academic performance, relationship, and overall quality of life. So when we talk about Sakinah, when we talk about academic pressure, especially at the school level, what does that actually look like in real life? Because sometimes people think that when kids go to school, they just meet their friends, meet their teachers, make a new friends, make some memories, or take some exam, or take some tests. But I believe it goes much deeper than that. How does academic pressure show up in student daily routines, their emotion, their behavior, or even their relationship with family and friends? And at what point does normal motivation turn into something heavier, that's something that start affecting their mental health? So Sakinah, can you share your thought?
Thank you, Apip, for the question. In my opinion, as a student, syllabus at school now is very packed. We must to study many subjects at the same time. So after back from school, we must continue the tuition class. So we have got many homework to finish. And usually students have exam and many of quiz. So when we back home, we actually not have the we not have the time to really rest and relax. So when we back home, the pressure is still there. Besides that, every student have their expectation. Every student take the high expectation when the exam. Every student want get straight A, right? So when they not get what they want and not achieve their target, they feel they're disappointed their parents, teachers, and also themselves. So as teenagers, students are still trying to understand themselves. They are still discovering what they like, what they are good at. But at the same time, they are prepared. They are get pressure to make important discussion about their future. For example, like choosing a stream, choose a course. This also can be confusing and stressful. Sometimes it is not about schoolwork that make student tired. It is also the emotional pressure that make everything feel harder.
So Thank you, Sakina, for your thought. And that is very, very true. Because at that age, students are still developing emotionally and learning how to understand and manage their feelings. Because they still feel, like Sakina said, they still figuring out how who they want to be, who they are, uh, what they good at, and where they fit in. So when academic expectation becomes too high, especially from their parents, from their teachers, from their friends, and even from themselves, it can create a level of stress that can affect confidence level. So how about you, Sophia? Do you agree? And what is your opinion on your side?
So before that, I feel you, Sakina, because during I'm a high school student, yeah, we being a struggle to get a good result for our parents, for our for people expectation. So it's lastly, we feel sometimes we feel burned out. So so now I want to share you guys about how lives change when you are a part of student university. Okay, so talking life in university, you can see students are given more freedom, but that freedom come a much heavier as a much responsibility on yourself. So unlike school, no one is constantly remind you what you do or when to do. You are expected to manage everything on your own, from assignment to deadline to your social life and personal well-being. So for some so for some student for some student, university life become even more challenging when they are not enrolled in the course they are truly want. When passion is missing, motivation slowly fade. As a result, students may struggle to catch up with their studies, especially when the content feel unfamiliar and uninteresting. When they are still trying to adjust and find their rhythms, the semester keep moving forward without waiting for anyone. Assignment continue to pile up, deadline come one of another one, and suddenly students find themselves feeling burned out. So, this constant pressure combined with a lack of motivation can easily lead to burnout and both mentally and emotionally.
Okay, so thank you, Sophia. So, like Sophia said, in being independence is definitely a good thing because it helps students grow, make their own decision, and learn about responsibility. It also teach them how to manage their time, how to make a problem solving, and how to stand on their feet. But the reality is, if that independence come without a proper preparation or guidance, it can quickly become overwhelming instead of empowering. So I think we can take 5 a little bit because after this we go through about 4 our second topic that is more interesting. So please stay tuned and see you guys after this. So, hi guys, welcome back to our podcast session. So, right now we will continue our topics. I think that the second topic is more interesting. But before that, don't forget to get your 100 plus at the nearest supermarket at your home. Stay hydrated and stay energized with 100 plus. So, right now, let's talk about a real mental health issue. Not just stress or feeling sad or tired, but the deeper struggle that many students may actually be facing. Okay, so Sophia, from your perspective, what are some of the most common mental health issue among students today? So can you share with us?
Sakina and Afif, when we talk about mental health among young people, a lot of the struggle actually come from everyday pressure. Things like deadline, expectations, social media, and the fear of falling behind. This may seem normal, but when they are built up, they can seriously affect mental well-being. Many people experience anxiety without release it. It's not always panic or fear. Sometimes it's constant overthinking, feeling uneasy for no clear reason, or being unable to fully relax even during breaks. There are also depression, which often look different than what people expect. Some students don't feel sad. They just feel numb and disconnect. They go to class, do their work, but feel empty and unmotivated inside. Burnout is another growing issue, especially among students who are always pushing themselves. When rest is seen as laziness, the body and the mind eventually shut down. At this point, it's not about effort anymore. It's about recovery. So I think that's all from me.
So thank you, Sophia, with your thought. So I think that is true, and I agree with that, with your opinion. But not only that, one of the factor that brings student in mental health issue is loneliness. So I just want to ask to you guys, do you once felt a loneliness in your life? First, we start with Sophia first.
When you are enter university, you are at first are very not easy to make a friends because there are another background student, and when we are want to catch up the same energy, they are not linked with us. So at first I feel struggle to make a friends, and in the end I feel lonely.
Yeah, but for me, I and my friend not feel lonely because now I'm Form 5 and I'm and my friend from Form 1 until Form 5, we have done many moments together. So our friendship very strong and I and my friend not feel lonely.
So thank you. Like what I said, actually everyone have their own opinion. But on my opinion, like I said before, one of the factor that brings student in mental health is loneliness and social isolation among students. Even in a classroom that full of peers, many students can feel profoundly lonely. Loneliness isn't always about being physically alone, but it's about feeling emotionally disconnect or feeling that no one truly understands you. Why this can happen? I give you one reason. There's a lot of reason, but I just want to give you one reason, okay? This is the common reason, okay, about loneliness. The first one is moving away from home. For students studying in a new city or boarding school, being separated from family or from their old friend or from their house can feel isolating. So they might have a roommate or classmate around, but the sense of comfort and familiarity is missing. So the impact of loneliness isn't just an emotional experience, but it can affect mental and physical health, such as increase, like Sophia said before, anxiety, depression, lower self-esteem, difficulty focusing on studies, greater risk of burnout. So, what's tricky is that loneliness can be invisible, because a student might be sitting right next to you in a class, smiling, completing their work, but inside they could be feeling completely isolated. So that's why checking in, reaching out, and creating a supportive environment is so important in this topic. Sometimes even a simple "Hey, how are you?" and or "Hey, how are you really doing?" can make a world difference. So we move to the next topic. Sakina, do you think family plays a role?
Okay, thank you, Apip. Yes, I believe family plays a very important role in a child life. Parents need to understand their children emotionally, not just focus on their physically needs. Emotional support is important because teenagers go through many changes while growing up. Some students face family problems like divorce, financial stress, or lack of communication. Yes, when parents are too busy with their work or do not listen, the children feel lonely and keep their feeling inside. So over time, this can affect their mental health and school performance. I believe strong children usually come from supportive family. It does not it does not mean the family must be rich or perfect. What matters most is love, good communication, and encouragement. When children feel love and support, they can grow into confident and responsible individual. Yes.
So, thank you, Sakina. I do agree with you because we can say that parents shape mindset and confidence, right? When parents build good values or discipline and connection, it helps the next generation. It helps the next generation, and it's not about their unfeelings, their unfair advantage. It's all about building strong connection or foundation. So we can take some example like we all know our ex Prime Minister Mahathir. You know, right? You know, right? So Mahathir is focused on his family's education and make sure to create opportunities for the next generation. So because of that, it shows that support from parents really matters in helping children grow and succeed. So right now, we'll talk about peer influence and relationship. So, Sophia, can you give your opinion?
So, when we talk about peer influence at university, peer influence becomes stronger because no one is constantly monitoring you. There are no teacher checking attendance or parent remind you to study, so your choice is your choice. Especially the people you keep close rarely matter. Being in the wrong circle can slowly pull you away from your goals, starting with a small thing like procrastinating or skipping class. But with the right people, studying feel lighter and supportive friends help you to stay focused. So, do you have something to add, Sakina?
Yes. Thank you, Sophia. I think friends also play a big role in students' mental health. At school, we spend a lot of time with friends. So, uh, because of that, peer pressure can be very strong. For example, if your friends skip class, vape, or break school rules, it can very easy to follow them. Sometimes they are afraid to being left out. So they just follow them while they know that the thing is wrong. So beside that, some students do not like to advise. When someone try to correct them, they take it as criticism instead of care. So this can create misunderstanding and make conflict in friendship. And also, bully is a serious issue in school. Yeah. Students are bullied because of their looks, result, or personality. So when it happens for a long time, it can cause a trauma. Student may lose confidence, feel scared, and don't want to go to school. So that's why choosing the right friend is very, very important. because good friends support and help you, not infuse to do negative things. That's all.
Oh, I have a fun fact to discuss, which is having relationship during study. Yeah, I know. Maybe the audience are interested to hear this too. Yeah, being in love while studying is not a problem. But in fact, a healthy relationship can be motivation and emotionally comforting. But the problem is that when the balance is loose, when emotional energy is spent more on the relationship than on yourself, academic often take the hit. Suddenly, assignment feel overwhelming, focus disappear, and the burnout creeps in. So in the end, it's not about choosing between love and study. It's about maintaining balance and choosing relationship that support your growth.
So, Sophia, thank you for the information. I think that some interesting information that we can hear. So for those who student that are watching this podcast, if you want to have a relationship when you pursue your study, please keep please make the relationship balance with your life. So, I think we can take another 5 minutes to rest a while because after this, we will go through to the last topic or to the last segment. So, see you after this, guys. Bye. So, hi guys, welcome back to our last segment. Are you guys excited? Okay, so and I before that, don't forget to get your 100 plus at your nearest supermarket. Stay hydrated and stay energized with 100 plus. Okay, so let's get back to the topic. So now we at our last segment. So we will talk about education. So I just want to talk about the education among the connection about the connection within education with mental health among students. So, for me, that's why Japan's education system is often praised for being more advanced, and one reason is that it tries not to put too much pressure on students. Instead of focusing only on grades and exam, school encourage creativity, critical thinking, and teamwork. So, students are also given space to explore their interests and develop at their own pace. So, because of this approach helps reduce stress and support mental well-being, showing that a well-structured education system can teach effectively while still taking care of student emotional health. So, I think in our nation, in our country, Malaysia should do should make our system education seem like Japan. So, Sophia, can I ask you something first? What is your dream teachers?
Wow, so interesting question. If I have a chance to wish for one thing from teacher, this would be my hope. I hope the teacher can become a safe space for students. A place where students feel comfortable sharing their struggle without fear of being judged. And I wish teachers could spend more time to understand their student, making them feel heard, support, emotionally safe, almost like a second family. Every student has their own pace and journey, and I hope teacher will not see the process as a weakness. Instead, I hope the teacher can be one of the strongest support system in student life, guiding, encourage, and believe in them, even when they are struggling to believe in themselves.
Yes, for me as a student, my dream teacher is not just someone who good at teaching, but someone who can make learning more fun, meaningful, and inspiring. Teachers must be patient and take time to understand the student. And also encourage us to think creatively and explore our interests. So learning feels more exciting. So just not a routine. That's my opinion. And overall, students face many challenges that can affect their mental health. Sometimes it's hard, but we can take some steps to make their stay balanced. Trying new activities, help others, or learning something new to boost our energy, our mood, and confidence. Remember, it's okay to ask for support if you need. Taking care of your mind helps you handle stress better and enjoy life more. Yes, that's all.
So after discussing mental health among students today, I got from this podcast, it clear that the pressure of deadline, expectations, social media, and even our own high standard can take a real toll. Whether it show as anxiety, depression, burnout, or loneliness. But the good news is there are the ways to take care of ourselves and prevent this struggle from taking over.
So, yeah, like Sophia said, there is a lot of ways to take care our mental health. So, I would like to talk about it. So, like, simple things can make a big difference, such as take time to heal and rest when you need. It is not a laziness, but it's necessary. After that, we also can hang out with friends, go lepak, or just spend time doing something fun that makes you happy. Like playing some games, exercise, or pick up a hobby, or anything that lets your mind relax and recharge. Even a small breaks from studying or social media can help your mental health immensely. So, and that's a wrap for today episode. We've talked about the real struggle student face with mental health, from anxiety and burnout to loneliness and pressure, and share some simple ways to take care of yourself. So remember, it's okay to take a break, recharge, and do the thing that makes you happy, because your mental health matters. So, thank you, Sophia and Sakina, for join us today to share about mental health issue. And I would like to thank our biggest sponsorship, 100 Plus, for supporting this episode. Remember to stay hydrated and energized, especially during busy days and while taking care of your mind and body. So, guys, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and follow our podcast so you won't miss future episode. Until next time, take care of yourself, check it with your friend, and keep your mind and body healthy. Stay hydrated, stay energized with 100 Plus, and see you in the next episode. Bye.